Welcome to my channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to do a collective energy reading for my Clarityempress collective. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's get started. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. Alright, let's begin. Alright. So you're very close to achieving your goal, huh? Tell me more. Oh, so you're very close to achieving your goal because the end of a rough cycle approaches. Can you feel a brand new day? I feel something changing, so I don't know. I hope y'all feel it. I walked into an agency today that I deal with on an annual basis. I have to go visit them to service something, right? I don't want to get all in my business, but I said to them, I said, normally this thing occurs by this date, but then this actually happened. Everything seems delayed. People are not things are not as efficient as they used to be or timely as they used to be, and things are changing. And he was like, and I said, it feels like and before I could say it, he said the frequency on people on different frequency. I said, that's exactly it. So sometimes I'll be thinking, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Then no, other people are sensing that things are changing. But a tough cycle is approaching. So, I mean, the end of a tough cycle, excuse me. Tell me more. Tell me more. Adjustments are required. So that means you got to get ready for these changes that's coming in. They're coming in, but you got to get right and you got to get ready. Your mindset, your actions, the way you do things, everything is coming toward end. The tough part, the hard part, the blessings are coming in, but does require change. Tell me more. Ooh, bring love into the situation. That is a challenge and a lesson. I heard something today that I don't totally could appreciate and surrender to the divine. That's appropriate. So what I was hearing was that the more, and it's just echoing something I think we all know. The more you appreciate, the more you have to appreciate, right? So if you live somewhere, let's just say you live somewhere and you have a bathroom, running water, you have a bed, you have a place to sleep, you have four walls and a roof over your head. Be appreciative. May not be the size you want. Maybe an apartment, maybe a house, just not what you thought you could have or what you wanted. But be appreciative of what you have. Everything gets easier when you find reason to appreciate. Okay, so things that seem tough now can ease how you feel about it because of your appreciation. If you have no walls, I don't know, let's just say you live somewhere tropical weather, it's nice most of the year, you don't get too many seasons. You may not have a roof over your head, but you still have some form of sustenance and shelter and maybe good people around you. That is something to be appreciative of. It might seem like not much, but it's something, right? So, if you standing 10 toes and you breathing, that is something to be appreciative of. And the more you are appreciative, the more things you get blessed with, because everything feels like the blessing that it should be. I think we get caught up in finding fault, complaining. Well, the way you reduce that is to find more gratitude, right? And that's when your tough cycle starts to dissipate and the blessings start to come in. Because if you stay in a controlling type of energy, depressive or low energy, you ultimately attract more of that, right? And people say, well, I don't believe in that, but you don't have to. Stay mad and see if you don't find more things to be mad about. Stay sad and see if you don't find more things to be sad about. Now, I'm not talking about clinically depressed people. I'm not talking about, somebody with an issue, okay? I'm talking about if you genuinely consider yourself a healthy individual. Sometimes it's just simply an attitude adjustment. Sometimes it is. Even if you're sick, sometimes. I don't want to lump everybody into one category, but I will say sometimes it's just an attitude adjustment about life. I'm grateful I have this. I'm grateful I have this person. I'm grateful I have this thing. Whatever it is, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Um, so you are very close to achieving your goal, and the end of a tough cycle is approaching. Adjustments are required, and Spirit said, bring love into the situation. So it's more like presenting yourself in love, being in the vortex of love, and that frequency. Love is a frequency. It's an energy, right? So the more you resonate in that, the more you feel that, the more you express that, the more you attract more of that. You know what I mean? And I'll say this too. Some of us weren't brought up in love, but we may see it in the world, or we may see, some sort of expression that makes us feel like, wow, that's love in a positive way. You know, um, if you're an appreciator of art or natural beauty, like you like flowers. So when you're in nature, you notice all the different flowers you come across. You might like bugs, so you might notice all the different beautiful spans of butterflies. You know what I mean? Like, if you can appreciate that something that just exists for it to exist unconditionally, that's a form of love. Okay? And if you could use that energy, harness that energy back to yourself, you can also experience that love. All right? Spirit says there's adjustments required, and I feel like it's more attitude adjustment. It says bring love into the situation and surrender to the divine. So if you got control issues, a lot of people don't know what those control issues are. They don't know they have them. But I'll give you an example. You think that you always have to be the one, whatever it is. You always have to be the one, or you have to be present to stop somebody from doing something that might harm them. That's a form of control. If you're around, they won't hurt themselves. Um, a form of control would be, I want my friend to always be available and present for me like they are for all the other people. That's a form of control. Um, I don't, let me see. Um, there's so many forms of control issues. Whew, I think you need to self-identify what your control issues may or may not be. Look into yourself, like, what am I doing that I'm trying to control the situation it's not working. I'll give you another example. Worrying comes from control issues as well. For example, you want something to happen, so you pray about it. But I don't know if you've ever heard this statement. If you pray about it, don't worry. And if you worry, then don't pray, right? Because worry and pray are two different frequencies. Ain't no point in praying about something if you're going to sit there and still worry about it and let it plague your mind. Take your mind off of it. You've prayed, right? You say you put your intentions out there in the world, into the universe, and you got to let spirit do what they need to do. Also, adjustments are required. So that might require you to be different than what you typically are about a situation or situations, right? But control issues, somebody called me, I'm worried that I don't know if I'm going to get this thing. And I'm like, okay, but me and this person are already working on that. And we don't have an exact answer as far as a date and a time. But we do know it's going to happen. You're already approved. We just have to work out the later details. Well, this person wants to call, kind of worry me, worry other people to make it happen like instantly. And it doesn't work like that. That's a form of control issue. Um, so, I'm dealing with it accordingly. The other person is dealing with it accordingly. And I had to remind that person, you don't need to stress people. You don't need to stress yourself. You don't need to worry. Oh, it's easier said than done. I get it. But stressing is not helping anything. It's not changing anything, right? And what they say about worry and stress is a lot of times you're just rehashing and rehearsing the problem. But it's not, but in the reality, it's not a problem. So there's something about this reading where y'all need to be grateful, because what you think was hard all this time, you worried about, is going to work out well. What's the bottom of the deck? Nothing yet is set in stone. What did I just say about that situation? It's not that they aren't approved. It's just that we don't have an actual date. So there may be some divine timing going on with some situation or a person that you're interested in or you're thinking about, and it's not over. It might feel like it's over, or might, because it felt so hard and there's still a lot of unanswered questions. But Spirit said, nothing's set in stone yet. It's coming. It may not. And the thing is, sometimes when our control issues kick in, we only want something the way we want it. If it's not packaged up like this, I don't want it. Like me saying, I want a dipped strawberry, but I will only take the dipped strawberry if it's dipped in 2 different types of chocolate. Mind you, there's a whole spread of different things I could choose from if I wanted to enjoy the dipped strawberry. But I have to have it dipped exactly this way, right? Could I still enjoy the other ones? Yeah. And we have preferences. I get it. But there might not be a way for me to get what it is that I'm asking for at that moment in time. So what do I have to do? Let go of control of trying to get it the only way and decide whether I want to enjoy it. Surrender. Release it. And still enjoy myself. You get what I'm saying? So there's all kinds of control issues. You need to identify yours. And then you need to learn how to reduce that stress that you receive from holding on to your control issues. Alright. So this reading is about your person and what's happening with your person. Okay, we're not going to make it too general. We're going to focus on what's going on what's the matter. What's the matter with your person? Because surrender to the divine is here. So you surrender some control issues. But what's the matter? Collective, what's going on? There's a conclusion. Listen, whatever you know you need to close out, you're closing it out. It's being closed out. It's being closed out. That's all I can say. It's like this giving world card energy. It's a wrap. It's over. We did that cycle. We're done. All right. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yep. For union. So the harsh aspect. So if you were in separation from your person, that's coming to an end. You guys are going to come back into union. The conclusion, the separation is what is concluding. You guys are going to be, you're going to reconcile. You're going to reunify with the right person. Tell me more, Spirit. Because the tough cycle is over. And I feel like the separation was the toughest cycle. With this person. Oops. So, yeah, pause and cycles. Wow. So, adjustments are required. It's like you got to stop those toxic cycles. You might be cycling with other people. It's time to stop it. It's time to release that energy. Tell me about bringing love to the situation. I keep getting twos, y'all. We'll look at justice and action. Somebody has to do the right thing. Somebody has to take the right course of action. Maybe the course of action with the conclusion is there's a divorce. that has basically wrapped up, or the ink is not dry yet. Put it this way: you might have a court date coming up real soon. You gotta end that. Go ahead and sign the paperwork. Even if it's not that, there is a relationship, a significant relationship that has to conclude, that has to end all these cycles. This pause that you have with your person is wrapping up. Okay, this is much different than the energy I had yesterday, or I should say last night, where the person is not likely to change, go away, do anything else. This is somebody, no, absolutely leaving whatever is not working for them, and you too, and you guys concluding the separation and reunifying. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah. So surrender. Oh, and somebody has to surrender those control issues that keep them stuck. Somebody feels stuck. Tell me more, Spirit, about the stuck. Yeah. Somebody felt stuck. Not stucky. Somebody felt stuck with a family. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, they were in fear because nothing yet. This is somebody worrying over something that is concluding. It's ending. Whatever this separation is ending. But there is a control issue that somebody has to work out. And then also I'm getting somebody is stuck on you, collective. They want to make a family with you. Now, they may have felt stuck in the past energy with a family situation that they had, or whatever the situation was. But at the same time, this is somebody stuck on you. Tell me more. Yep, nostalgia. This person don't want to let you go. And that's part of their control issue. Somebody could be obsessing over you, collective. Like they could be... they see you as it. You are family. You are home. You are love. You are happiness. You are joy. This is something they're not willing to let go. And they may be surrendering some other control issues to the divine so that they can have this. So you could look at it two ways. They could either just be so stuck on you that their control issues will not allow them to see it any other way. Or they could be so stuck on you that they're letting go of toxicity, letting go and concluding what is separating y'all. All right. Tell me about this conclusion, Spirit. With, what is this? You're very close to achieving your goal. Tell me more. Oh, somebody, okay. So if there was somebody that ghosted you in the past energy, they want to come out of that hermit mode. They want to be seen. My hermit mode in reverse typically gives me somebody that's like, you know what, I need some attention now. I don't went within and now I'm coming out my shell. Okay, so this is somebody who does not want to be lonely and isolated anymore. They used to seek seclusion and they used to have a lot of fear, but this is somebody that's like, I'm not going to be antisocial anymore. They're no longer willing to restrict themselves from you, collective, you specifically. Okay, this is somebody coming out of that isolation. Tell me more. Yeah, this person is ready to be more extroverted, make a change, take action, move towards you versus away. There's some in the hidden energy though. Let me see what that is, Spirit. Yeah, so this person was misdirected or misguided in the past. Very impatient, impulsive, very restless, and they were unreliable in the past. They had a lot of time to think about things with the hermit in reverse. This is somebody I feel like used to like to ghost a lot. Like they their feelings might not have been validated as a child, so they will typically go within and um, be quiet. They'll go be quiet. They won't talk to nobody. They don't want to talk to anybody they don't have to talk to. They just hold on to their feelings. That typically is rooted in childhood neglect, when somebody's found, like I said, somebody's feelings are not validated by the family of origin, where it's like, don't, boys don't cry, or girls don't do this, and don't stay mad, and don't do that, and and this person is not able to express themselves, so they go within, they get quiet, because there's not anybody that's going to comfort them around or understand what they're dealing with, because they've been dismissed, right? So this person tends to now self-isolate and dismiss themselves in a self-sabotaging way, I want to say. So they may have, again, been very ghosty with you, emotionally avoidant, I guess, or unavailable also. You know what I mean? But I feel like this person wants to be seen now. Maybe they felt comfortable with you. Maybe they realized when they did express their emotions, it was with you. You listened unconditionally. You understand them. I feel like you're home. You're the family. You're like the soul tribe they've never had, right? And so this is nostalgia with you that they can't release. You know what I mean? Like, you got some history with them. It may not even be long term, but it's long enough that it made an impact on this person, and they want to take a chance. Okay? But they were very immature with you. Okay? And yeah, this definitely was an emotionally unavailable person. That's the challenge and the lesson. This person also was probably easily misled by the people around them. That's what caused them to be in cycles and pause the relationship with you, because somebody influenced them in some way that, no, you don't want to do that, not with that person. And they thought, oh no, yeah, they don't love you. But these people, whoever influenced this person, just didn't want that person to have love. Maybe because they don't have love for themselves or whatever. So this person was very easily influenced by people that were close to them. That's another reason why adjustments are required. They have to change something within them. They have to work on, and I feel like they've already started the process of working on something within. Now this King of Cups here, so this is who they were influenced by, King of Cups energy. This could be male or female, take it how it resonates, but it's somebody untrustworthy, unproductive, withdrawn, manipulative, and emotionally turbulent. So they might have had somebody who's a very emotionally unstable individual, who kind of dictated where this person should go and how they should be. Like I said, male or female, is somebody that wanted to control your person emotionally, right? And what does it say? And they need to bring love into the situation. That would balance the scales of justice, to take action in that way. You know what I mean? To release that energy. Oh, that's too many. I want to take all of that. One at a time, please. Tell me about this. Surrender. Yeah, so this person needs to find balance now. They have to make a choice. Okay? They cannot carry both of those coins because of the enormous size of that. They can't juggle you and these other people that hold them back, that, misguide them. They can't do that. There's a lot of people talking in the background, trying to get in your person's head, trying to plug something in. Maybe they're trying to help guide them on their path, on their journey in life. Not necessarily about you, but you could come up or in conversation, or this person, just the way they're living their life is enough for people that want to chime in and say, maybe you should take this path, or maybe you should try that, or if you like this job, do that, that kind of thing. But it says finding balance, time management, adaptability, priorities, making a choice. Somebody has to make a choice, and this choice is within their third eye, so they got to get deep into their intuition. They got to let spirit guide them. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. Religious beliefs, wisdom, knowledge. So this is also commitment. But there's nothing set in stone, and this person may have had or may have a fear of commitment based on getting a lot of feedback from different people that not necessarily the best people or not necessarily the best advice. Okay, take it how it resonates. I'm not seeing Seven of Cups, but it's giving that Seven of Cups energy where, this person might have been challenged as to what would be the best path. What direction should I go in? Is this suitable for me, or is this just where people want me to be? You know what I mean? Like, this person needs to find their purpose and commit to that. If they are with you, they need to commit to you. But this person has a fear commitment. They don't know what they want to do or how they want to do it. And they tend to conform, because this card is also about conformity, conforming to the way you were raised. But what I'm getting and what I'm understanding from this is that the way somebody was raised is no longer working for them. Okay, they were raised with a lot of fear. That's no longer suiting this person. I feel like somebody is evaluating what needs to go, what needs to stay, and what they're seeing is that the family group that they're involved in may need to go, as far as them discard that situation and move on for themselves. But this person is making a choice. I get it. They have to make the choice, but they cannot juggle you. They can't juggle. This person don't want to let you go. So I don't feel like juggling is so much an option. But you never know. With some people, some folks want their cake and they want to eat it too. They'll try to hold on to dysfunction while they want to hold on to something that might be beneficial to them. This person still, regardless of what they want to do, they have to make a choice. All right. Yeah. This person status goes all the way up the moment they make this decision. This says success, victory, pride, recognition, improvement. Oh my God, praise and acclaim. As soon as they come out of their shell to demonstrate to the world who they feel they are, to their core, their purpose, or just, them being their natural selves, their status goes up. Their self-worth goes up. People actually see them differently. Their energy shows up differently in the world. They start getting praised for who they are and what they do. They start getting acknowledged. Like, oh, I didn't know you did that. That's wonderful. They start getting that. But this person is coming to the conclusion that they got to let something go, which is whatever kept making them hide. They got to start healing that shame body that they got going on. The shame will keep you hiding who you are. We got the High Priestess here. So we got the High Priestess. They're following their intuition. I'm about to say need to. They're following their intuition, their guidance, their inner voice. They're keeping things a secret too. They're not telling everybody what they want, where they want to go, what they want to do, but they're feeling better in their spirit, I feel. Like compared to maybe in the past where they hid a lot, they're feeling better in their spirit. Tell me more. Yeah. So what they're cutting out, the adjustments that they may have to cut out is blockages too. These people pause them, with the toxic cycles, pause them, slow down their momentum. We're very pessimistic. Remember the whole beginning of the reading, I'm telling you that, you have to change the way you see things. You need to be more optimistic. You need to be more grateful. Well, this cycle that they coming out of, that pause them, is the pessimism, the worry, the fear. All of that combined was slugging them down, slowing them down. Okay, so this is part of what they're ending. That's the part of the adjustments they got to make, is get out of that slow mindset. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah. So this King of Cups in reverse energy is family. Um Legacy. It might be the people that they love, unfortunately, or what they think is love. I don't assume everybody does not know what love is, y'all. They just don't, because some people don't grow in families that love each other. Some families that just about what it look like, and that's it. And behind closed door, there is love don't exist, no frequency of it. They tell themselves that all day, or they tell other people that all day, but what is behind closed doors does not resemble anything called love. It is all pain. It's all pain. It's fake. It's phony. It's hurtful. It's painful and traumatic, but it's not love. It's not. Love don't do none of the things I just described. None of it. So this person may have inherited some traits from this family, strong traits from this family. May also be a King of Cups in reverse, so they may again be emotionally unavailable. They clearly were with the Hermit in reverse. At some point, they just would put themselves out there. With that fear, is given a lot of shame. False evidence appearing real. Somebody really thought, this will make me look bad, or this looking bad would be too bad for me. Like, that's shame. Somebody making you feel bad all the time, that's shame. And you accepting that from them, shame. So this person is, I think, steeped in shame and the source of that is from their family of origin. They want to go make a new family is what I'm getting, though. There's too many cards, too many cards. But we see the moon with the Queen of Cups. That makes sense. And so, I'm just going to show you these. But somebody's trying to recover from a Three of Swords situation that involved this moon energy, which is delusions, deception. And it stems from a Queen of Cups. So this must be part of that family situation, because this Queen of Cups also is in reverse, like the King of Cups. So there's insecurity, codependency, weakness, shallow, unnecessary drama. So this Queen of Cups is a drama lord that kind of causes problems. Like, she puts herself, this type person will use all manner of tactics to get what it is she wants. And she will use somebody's emotions, the fact that they have shame and fear, against them just to serve her purposes. And so will this King of Cups in reverse. So this person has learned some learned behavior that they need to, it could be causing them complex PTSD. They could exhibit some of that behavior as well. Maybe not be full on like the Queen of Cups, or I'm sorry, Queen of Cups in reverse. But they could have some behavior patterns, since they were already learned, similar to the people that were abusing or harmful to them. Playing mind games. But I get that this person is following their intuition now, that they are coming out of their shell with the Hermit in reverse, that they have had time to think with the Four of Swords, that they realize the heartbreak that they experienced. They don't want to bleed on the person that they actually love. They don't want to bleed on that person, because that person wasn't the one that cut them. Somebody's coming to some understanding. So this is what's going on with your person. Tell me more. One at a time. Can't make it up. Didn't I tell you about the World card in the beginning? So somebody is concluding their endings. This person is like, yeah, no, all of that's over. I'm done with that now. I have what I'm nostalgic about, who I'm nostalgic about, who I want to build a family with. I'm stuck on them, and they gotta surrender to divine, meaning divine timing is coming. Somebody's going to surrender those control issues, whether they like it or not. It will be surrendered. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, and they will work together, and they will not just work together, but commit, teamwork. This person is looking for their squad. This is what they see. They want. This is where they want to end happily ever after with their squad. So they're the person that they may be a family they could be married into or associating with. It's a squad of people, a squad of good people. I just attended a wedding. What was that? Monday, and the wedding was lit, y'all. We had a good time. However, the bride's mother was a lot to deal with. I'm going to put it like that. She was a lot. Like, certain people had to be forewarned about her. Similar to the father, I think there had to be some forewarning so that there were no major derailments caused by the mother. And that took some coordination and some conversations amongst family members. Like, I wasn't part of the family, but my advice to her is to get ahead of that and not wait to the day of and allow that to disrupt your whole day, because it could have. And because people moved accordingly, she was not able to commandeer the day, so to speak. Because there are people like that. They will commandeer the day, make a big deal, try to get attention, focus on themselves. It could be a lot. It could be a lot. And, sometimes, as a child, you still want to invite people around, but you got to end the controversy. You got to end all the shenanigans. You got to let people know, don't come up in here with this, or don't come up in here with that. Sorry about that. So, healing. Somebody wants to end bad situations so that they can close out and heal. Somebody is concluding here, concluding here. So all the mess in between, all the blockages, all the delays, all the family drama, all the traumatic stuff that they're experiencing, this person is like, it's over. Now, nothing is yet set in stone, and this meaning this person gonna have to do a countdown calendar for themselves. They're gonna have to put a date on it. They're gonna have to say, all right, this is the straw that broke the camel's back, and this is the day I change. This is the day I move on. This is the day I let this go. I've been hearing this over and over again in my head, so I know it's a download that somebody is reevaluating what they've been accepting in life, and they don't see why they should continue to do that. It's kind of like you get to a point where you look at it and you realize, no matter how I look at this, it's not good. And no matter how many ways I've tried to make it better, which is the control issues, I can't make it better. So if it's not better, and there's if I'm looking out the window and I see everybody else smiling, and not everybody else, but you get me, get what I'm saying, y'all. Other people are happy and flourishing in their lives. What in the world am I doing? I'm picking up that heavenly, that people are seeing this, and you know what? It's come. Not only am I picking that up and seeing it in my mind's eye, in the 5D, I'm also getting that from people in conversations that I come across, where people are like, no, I have to make adjustments. I see life differently now. I'm no longer allowing this, and I'm no longer accepting that, because it didn't benefit me to be that way. So if I'm going to have better, I got to do better differently. And let me tell you something, it's hard. It's hard to change. People are naturally stubborn. Folks don't like change. But if you realize that the way you do things is not beneficial to you, it's not beneficial to others, it's just, you exist with no happiness, blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying? Your life is just, and you want some excitement. You want to feel happy. You want to feel passionate. You want to feel joy. You don't want to be stuck where somebody's playing on your top with this manipulative, emotional, turbulent individual. And all the others that have slowed you down and made you stagnated, or maybe there's some goals, lofty goals you got, and the people that you're centered around are pausing your goals because they keep taking you through traumatic cycles, right? You have to adjust. But that's a choice that you make. You have to adjust, whomever you are. We don't, and you know, when we, let's see, we take the high road with people and we try to play nice with people. But then, you know, comes a point when you realize that the people that you're playing nice with aren't playing nice with you. So why am I being nice? Why am I being kind to people that aren't kind to me? That requires self-reflection. You got to ask yourself those important questions. Why am I always the one trying to be nice, but this person is not trying to be nice to me? You have to, at some point, realize that you are part of the problem if you allow it to continue. It's like when you know better, do better. So when you realize it, that means you know better. Then what are you going to do different so that you don't keep experiencing things the same way? If not worse, because things don't always, you know, stay the same. They can get worse, right? It can get just, it can get worse, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. It can get worse. And your situation is unique, and if it resonates, you get what I'm saying. Like, everything doesn't deserve second chances. Everything doesn't deserve 4, 5, 6, and 10, and 20 chances. If you aren't doing well with it, whatever it is, the person, the situation, whatever, it's not doing well, at some point you got to surrender. Let it go. Let it go. Let those cycles, that toxicity go. Because what all it does is pause you. All it does is slow you down, stagnate you, keep you going in a repetitive fashion, keep you distracted. And then you don't grow from that. You don't grow from that. You really don't. You grow from learning the lesson from it. So you can experience it and grow. But if you keep re-experiencing it, that means you're not growing. If you don't change. Because you cannot control anybody. You can't. You can't. We want to. We want to. Or we want everybody to be neat and happy and still and don't do this and be this way and You can't control anybody. The only person you can control is you. So that means if a person is reharming you or doing too much to you and you keep being nice, stop being nice. Stop allowing them to do what they're doing to you. I think I mentioned this on a previous video, the last video I think, where this woman, she talked about the range of emotions that she goes through when somebody got her messed up. You know what I mean? And she said she check in with God, and then she check in with her bestie, and she realizes that, you know, I'm like, that's a big behind truck. She said she realized that, you know, after she confers with all her personalities, who gonna handle this? Because the person who triggered or started it does not get to dictate how she responds. And that's very true. Some people want you to be docile, want you to be weak, want you to be, or sometimes they want you to be angry because they feed off of that. Either way, they feed off of your reaction. But if you pull your energy back and just let them go, and you don't sit there and try to plead with them and get them to understand, you know that saying, I don't know how many of y'all seen it before. I've posted it on a community board a long time ago. But it says, imagine going to a snake that bit you, trying to find this snake to prove to the snake why you should have been bit, knowing you're talking to a snake. And that's what they do, right? In close proximity, or feeling threatened, or whatever the reason a snake would act like that, they gonna bite you, and they don't care. Well, people can be that way as well. Why are you going to try to prove yourself and keep trying to get the snake to not be the snake that it is? Sometimes you just got to adjust. You have to accept what it is, and you got to release it. Put that snake back in the wild where it belongs. If it's for the streets, it's for the streets. But you ain't got to nurse it. You don't have to babysit it. You just babysit it. You know, babysit. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to control it. Let it be. Don't let it control you. You need to go heal from it. Get that venom out of your blood. Whatever got you accepting that behavior, you got to work on it. That self-worth issues are serious. That what you felt shameful of, you got to work on it. Not let it control you. Time to surrender. You know, I don't know why this comes to mind, but like somebody who ends up with AIDS. Back in the day, we used to think that was a death sentence because for many people it was. But with medicines that they have now, I'm hearing people could live indefinitely. Also, with it being undetectable within their blood, I guess as long as they stay on their meds or something like that. I don't pretend to be an expert in it, but my point is, it used to be so shameful for people that, you know, they would just let that disease eat them up and die. You know, but we as humans tend to do that with anything we feel shameful of. We stay ashamed and we let it eat us up until we die. And that's Spirit don't want you to do that anymore. So Spirit is saying that somebody here, whoever hears this, somebody's concluding that they said, oh no, life is meant to be lived. I need to go live it. And I need to go be with those I love to live it. I need to put those that aren't good for me in the past energy. I do. I need to release them. I need to make a choice. All right. So take it how it resonates. You know, hopefully this is helpful advice for you in making your decisions about, listen, build your self-worth up. Try your best to come out of that shame body so that you can resonate optimistically with those that resonate with you, so you can be grateful and happy and receive those blessings that you're grateful and happy for. If it's just waking up and having a glass of water every morning, hey, be grateful. Okay, some people don't have glasses of water, let alone a glass. You got me? So thank you for coming to my channel. I appreciate every like, every share, every view, whether you see it today, tomorrow, or a year from now. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. In the meantime, see y'all tonight on the live at 9:30. We'll be doing live donation readings. So if you catch me there, see you later. Peace.